Hey everybody, welcome to Oita Prefecture on a cloudy day. That happens to be the sea between Kyushu and Shikoku Islands. Hi, and I'm on a roadside, and this road snakes around Oita City, and behind me and above me is what you saw in the thumbnail. This is Seki Aji and Seki Saba. The fish that you see in the picture is called mackerel. Well, everybody knows mackerel in English, but we call them, there are two different kinds of them. One is a chub mackerel, the other one is a horse mackerel, I believe. And the Seki brand is part of this area. Now we're gonna go in and try this for lunch. I've been told that this place is quite famous. It's called the Yoshida Hall, and we're gonna go in and have some lunch. So I hope you're hungry. We're gonna have some local fish. We're outside of Tokyo. This is awesome. You know what? I love whenever I get a chance to get outside of Tokyo, especially to a completely different place. We're not Osaka, not in Kyoto. We're in Oita. And it's pretty cool. Like, there's actually a mountain that goes up right against the bank, and the road just curls around the side. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some really great fish. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance. All right, you can already see they got some pretty classy pictures, some sashimi in a dish, and the menu is all digital. So you know they're doing all right business-wise, and hopefully that means the fish is doing okay. So let's go inside. They have some beautiful tables overlooking the sea. All right, so they're doing quite well. I've actually staked out a table over here, and we're gonna be ordering the Seki Aji Teishoku, and I'm gonna explain what all that is. But we have a pretty good seat here. Okay. I always love the seats where you get to sit on the floor, right? It's not as much fun. You gotta be used to the Seiza style. Oh, they're bringing it out. They're bringing it out. Did you see that? She brought out some really delicious food. And you know what? I've gotten permission from the owner to film in here, so I will maybe ask to see if we can get into the kitchen. Hey, Faye, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, Cassie. Can't stay up and watch. Just wanted to say hi. Nice to see Cassie. See, everybody's tuning in here. Why don't you write in where you're watching from? I always love to go back and look and see where everybody's watching from. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, check this out here. We're gonna look at the menu together, all right? I've already kind of ordered. You can see they put some green tea on the side for me to drink. This is typical, just a tea that you can sip on, and they'll keep refilling it. You don't have to order a drink when you go to Japanese restaurants for the most part. Let's see here. So this is Seki Saba. Saba is mackerel. This looks so good, and I love the presentation of this. Check it out. Put a little tree in there, and there's some there's some wasabi, so different kinds of mackerel. And over here, they've put it into a don. And actually, I'm kind of tempted to get this. This is the donmono. They call it here the donmono. This is about $20. And this one here is a whopping $60. But I think it's for more than one person. Actually, I'm pretty sure of it. This comes with an awesome set. So you open it up and brung, look at that. But I kind of want something a little bit heartier. There we go. So this one is a little bit smaller. It's a personal size. This one's about $23. And yeah, you get all sorts of saba. It comes with miso soup, rice. Over here, here's the teishokus. I think this is what I'm going to be getting here. Hey, Richard, get some fish to eat. I've missed watching live. Had to set off for the playback posted. Yeah, playback's not as much fun. Thanks, guys, for joining me here. So this is the Seki Aji Teishoku. Aji is horse mackerel. This is about $18, a little pricey. And then this one is the Seki Saba Teishoku, and Saba is a different kind. This is about 100 yen, or about $21. It's just a couple of 100 yen different. Both of them look really good. I've been recommended this by the chef. Before I came into the shop, I kind of researched this place a little bit, so he recommended I get this one. And what else do they have here? This is the Yoshida no Bento. So you can get this to go. What? So if you can see it's a bento. So you can get this to go, and that looks really good. And they put it into a little container that you can take with you. That's nice. I think you got to bring it back. What else they got here? Oh man, this looks too good. I want to order it all. This is the tempura teishoku, and they got some tempura in there. And you know what? We're just gonna get the aji teishoku. Let's order here. Ah, sumimasen. Let's order. Ah, there's a bell here. There's a bell. Ah, sumimasen. Seki aji teishoku.
はい。一つですね。
一つ。
こちらの方でよろしいですか？
はい、お願いします。We just ordered lunch. How about that? All right, so now the ladies are gonna start preparing the lunch. I'm really hungry. I'm here in Oita City for the next like 36 hours. It's a short trip. 2 days ago I just went to Osaka and I came back in like half a day, which is possible. I took one of the first Shinkansen's out and I returned on at around 6:30 p.m. It was a long day, but you can travel from Tokyo to Osaka and back in a day and get a lot done actually. But you can't do that with Oita. The flights to get to Oita from Tokyo, there's a couple of them. The airport is a little bit far from Oita City. I think we rented a car and it took about 35-40 minutes to drive, a beautiful drive on the highway along the coast. And we finally settled in here, and now I'm actually with a bunch of people. They're over there already eating. Let me show you. I think I can show them to you. Hold on a second. All right, I'm just gonna show them to you really quickly. You see them behind the ferns? That's them over there. That's them. They're like hiding from us. So, it's not fun to eat alone, but nobody wanted to be on this live stream with me, so we're gonna try to change that. So over the next 36 hours, I'm gonna try to convince more people to, to join me on this thing, because it's not as much fun when you're alone. But I'm just here for 36 hours, and I'm here to film a main channel episode. But whenever I do that, it doesn't make sense for me not to film, like a ghost stream and take you guys with me. That's kind of the reasons why this series is fun for me and for a lot of you viewing. I can take you with me all around Japan, and we can eat different foods, meet different people. We can maybe even go to an onsen later today. That's kind of what I would like to do, show you one of Oita's onsens. Oita is very close to the neighboring town is Beppu, which is famous for onsens, but this entire prefecture is famous for it. It's part of the culture of this place. So we're gonna see if we can jump into an onsen, and hopefully the towel doesn't fall off. This is probably the biggest nightmare with live streaming. All right, what else they got here? So you can see, like, after the lunch rush, it's kind of empty in this side. It's actually kind of sad. But luckily we have 600 people watching with me, so welcome aboard. This is really good green tea. It's very good. Yeah, so I'm going to be filming with an iPhone and taking pictures for the main channel. So I hope you are going to enjoy this lunch as much as I will. I actually brought my GH5 with me. Alright, I don't know what else we can do. I can show you the view of the restaurant here. Do you see that? Oita is also famous for, in the background, do you guys see that? There's like a lot of factories here. And I noticed that there's a lot of smokestacks, entotsu, I think they're called. I don't use that word too often, entotsu. And then you can see there's a lot of ships out there to see. Before this, I actually went to. Oh, she's wheeling a food cart. When they got big orders, they would just wheel out huge amounts of food. It's pretty cool. So before this, I went to a place where they catch the fish to go check it out. I was scouting to see if this is the place that I'd want to. Yeah, it is an amazing view. It's kind of too bright. I'm backlit a little bit, but the place that I went to before, they were catching the Saba, and the boats were coming in, and they were just taking nets and then just plucking them from the boat and putting them into a pool where they all, in a cooperative, collect the fish, and then they all get paid based on the total weight, which is kind of the fair thing to do. But it's pretty cool to see them catch the fish in the channel and then now come and eat the fish. I kind of wish I'd eaten the fish there actually, but this will be fine. This will be fine. This is a pretty good shop. I don't think they're gonna let me film in the kitchen. I just get in the way. They told me the wait time to get the food is about 10 minutes, which is I thought that was mine for a second, which is not too much time. Whenever you travel to Japan, and I'm putting the camera here because when they bring out the food, I want to show you her bringing it out because it's gonna be. I'm really excited about this. Whenever I leave Tokyo, it's a chance to eat the local food. This is the local food, and when the food comes up, I'm going to explain to you why. This area, Oita City, is famous for its fish. What makes this better than the fish caught in Tokyo or the fish caught in a different area? There's kind of a geographical reason to it. I put a link in the description to this restaurant if you do want to come here. But the thing with Oita City that I've noticed is that you probably want to, I'm going to put the camera here for the backlight, and you're probably going to want to rent a car. And the funny thing is, I'm going to show you this on my phone. I took this when I first came in. Kimashita. Wow, 結構ボリュームあるね。
よろしいですか？はい、失礼します。
ありがとうございます。What? That was a lot faster than I thought. Whoa. Check this out. This is pretty massive. All right, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna unbox it. Can I say, hold it, up here? Is this an unboxing? Can I say this is an unboxing? Cause I'm gonna open it up. It's an uncovering maybe. It's an uncovering. All right, I'm taking the wide angle lens and I'm putting it here. All right, are you ready? I wish we had some music here. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. The lens isn't wide enough. There you go. All right, so they always put the check here, and in this kind of a situation, it says here, I can't even read it. It tells you what it is, and they'll tell you the price up at the counter over there. But when they give you the receipt like this in advance, that means usually you want to go pay at the register at the entrance of the door. All right, just a little bit of advice for you. I like how they put the chopstick right here. This is always kind of the set. This is a teishoku, means you don't have to share what they bring you. Usually in Japanese cuisine, you'll share some of the food with other people. I have no desire to share this with anybody except for you, except for the 700 people here watching. Now I'm gonna open this up here. What do you think this is? Does anybody have an idea? What do you think this is? Rice. And oh, I know somebody knows what this is. Somebody knows what this is. 3, 2, 1. Miso soup, of course. Yeah. Shuichi Takumi knew exactly what that was. Awesome. Yeah, this is an aji fry. This is a horse mackerel fry. They put it on top of a salad, which looks really good. In the back here, you have some very soft tofu. It's really healthy. Let me just bring the mackerel to you. It's awesome as sashimi. Check it out. Now, mackerel is not typically like on people's top 5 with fish. I mean, of course, maguro is up there and salmon, but mackerel, it's good, but you don't think of it as being like, yeah, it's a little bit oily. And this is the one of the reasons why I'm gonna eat this in a minute, so just bear with me. This is one of the reasons why this area is famous for this fish, and this is why I'm eating this here. All right. Let me put the wide angle on this side here. There you go. So one of the reasons why I'm ordering this here in Oita is because the Bungo Channel is what it's called. It's kind of like it's a strait that separates between Shikoku Island and Kyushu Island. And the fish, the current is very, very strong. So the fish are swimming really, really hard to get through there. There's lots of food for them to eat, so they get quite fat. So the aji and the Saba here have a very good fat content to it. All right. So that means that the Saba and the aji caught here, and the Seki aji and the Seki Saba is very famous in Japan because of that current and because of the plethora of, I just wanted to use that word, the plethora of other food for the fish to eat makes the fish here a lot better. And if you're not a fish connoisseur and you don't know a lot about fish, then you might not even know the difference, but for people here in Japan who eat it all the time, we can tell the difference pretty easily. And it's cheap. Owen Hagen also writes in, and it is cheap. It is because this is the home of Seki Saba. If you bought this in Tokyo, it would be a lot more expensive. All right, before I eat this, okay, I gotta take a thumbnail for this, so y'all can be a part of the thumbnail here. Portrait mode. This is the new iPhone. I'm not quite happy with it for streaming. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Oh, it's so heavy. If I drop this, don't laugh on the other side of this. Whoa. I feel this is a big mistake. Okay. It's hard to take the perfect picture for a thumbnail, but YouTube told me if your thumbnail and your title is good, more people watch, so I'm trying my best to do that. Alright, and then this one's going for all you guys on Instagram, okay? So this is for Instagram now. If you guys go check out Instagram, you'll see this picture later on. Oh, this looks so good. Right. Okay. All right, let's eat. My job has done. Who's hungry? You know what? I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this and eat this way. The reason why is so you can get a better idea. Now, I'm gonna try not to do all food videos while I'm here, because I know that that's kind of annoying. People wanna see people wanna see other things. Let's do this. Alright, do you want me to do like a fake Ōita-shi? I'm not gonna do that. Let's just keep it real, okay? I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna fake it this time. Alright, we're gonna start with some of the Saba sashimi, okay? I promise Rosie, I promise I'm not gonna fake it. Let's start with some of this sashimi. So I'm gonna take some of this wasabi and put it in this soy sauce here. All right. Let's get a piece of Saba. Oh man. It's a piece of fresh Saba. Oh, that's too much. Okay, it's just enough. All right, let's eat this thing now. I think it's just fresh. Maybe it's just because it's fresh, it's better. But it's got a really springy consistency to it. It's different than maguro. Maguro, when you chew it, it just like melts or breaks apart. This has got a chewiness to it, which is good. It's not like Ika, which is really slimy and chewy. It's got a really good consistency to it. But you can tell that there's a lot more fat. You know, the thing is, if there's no fat with the mackerel, if there's no fat with the sabaraji, it doesn't have a lot of taste, and it can taste cheap. This doesn't taste cheap. It's really good. Of course it's not gonna be bad. I'm hungry. All right. All right. Let's try this miso soup next. I'm not filming for the main channel. I have to also take insert shots, so then I have something to talk about besides what my main topic is. All right, this looks really good, by the way. Is there bad food in Japan? Not really. Oh, not really. 3, 2, 1, over here. 3, 2, 1. That's a good shot. Okay, good. Let's eat the rest of it now. I'm starving. Michael Phelps is envious. Why? Because he couldn't swim fast enough to catch these fish. The current is pretty strong in the Bungo channel. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put the camera here. This should be good enough, right? Rice, miso soup, that's an awesome combination. You get a big bite of rice and then mix it in with miso soup. Aji fry. You can see inside of it. It's pretty good. It's just because it's crispy and oily, you know? In America, whenever I eat fish, I think about almost 100% of the fish is always battered and deep fried. That's just the way we eat it, like fish and chips, right? But, you know, in Japan, we eat a lot of sashimi. We'll eat it in different ways, and that adds kind of to the different dimensions of what fish is. I didn't really know what fish was until I came to Japan, honestly. I found out that in Japan, fish does not smell like fish. Fish smells like nothing. It smells fresh. And in America, fish always smelled like fish. It's so good. I also I'm digging the music. Just some classical song. And over to my right, I see the sea. I see the sea. All right, this here is also aji. It's stewed. It's sashimi, but it takes the flavor of this dashi that it's in. It's got some ginger and a little bit of green leeks. This is Japanese negi. Oh, it's got some sesame in there. Oh man, that's really good too. That's what it looks like up close. Hey Anil, how you doing? Anil writes in, enjoy John. Oh yeah, we are. Oh man, I didn't eat on the airplane either. This has been building up for hours. Oh, okay. So, we got the rice, we have the soup. So I've already had the rice. The way I do it is I put a big piece of rice. Rice doesn't have that much flavor. Well, at least that's what people who don't eat rice all the time will say. But if you mix the rice with a mouthful of miso soup, awesome. Do it. Whenever you come to Japan, take a big bite of rice, mix it in with miso soup. Oh, it's so good. And then it gives every single bite that you have, it has a meaning. I'm moving you around so you can get a look at the seaside view from now. It's cool, we're having lunch together. All right, now, I noticed here, they have some kind of tartar sauce in here, so I'm just gonna dip it. Okay. It's not bad. The problem though with the sauce is that it overpowers the taste of the aji. But it gives it a new dimension, like it's richer. It's a different dimension to it. The tartar sauce is creamy and a little bit salty. But you know what? The aji on its own is still pretty good. Vincent Lee writes that he went to Red Lobster. This is like so many steps up from Red Lobster. Although there's nothing wrong with Red Lobster that I know of. Maybe you guys can point me out. Alright. This is a big piece of this Saba here. This is mackerel. Dip it into the soy sauce with a little bit of wasabi. Oh, you missed it. You missed it. Huge tray of food just went by here. Next time she comes, I'm just gonna ask if she can give us a couple of seconds to check it out because they got some mash of different kinds of platters. I just want to see it. All right, here's the Saba. The stewed Saba. And then last thing I want to show you before we go. This. I think it's called chawanmushi. It's kind of like a steamed, I think it's a tofu, but with eggs. I think it's more eggy or tofu. I'm not sure what it is. Let's just give it a try. Oh. Hold on a second. The price is about $20 for this whole thing, all right? Hold on a second, guys. You have to see how soft that this is, okay? You have to see how soft this is. You know, there is a spoon right here. Sorry, there's a spoon. Thanks for that. That was a good call. Who said that? Yeah, Madison. Thanks, man. Good call. Always get the spoon. Chawanmushi. All right. You don't know how soft this is. Look how soft it is. That machine saying arigato gozaimasu, just kind of breaking the mood. All right, and I'm gonna eat a bite of it. And I'm digging because I'm digging. Keep digging, John. Keep digging. Keep digging. There's treasure underneath here. I found it. Oh, look, it's treasure. Big bean. What else we got here? Oh, piece of Saba. Piece of aji in there. Look at that. All right, keep digging, keep digging. There's something else. Oh, I found something. Oh, look at this, some fish cake. Look at that. All right. Wait. I found something. Look at that, a shiitake mushroom and a shrimp. The shrimp's on the other side of that. Look at that. All right. And that's it. That's all the gold I found. I love that. They put like treasure in the bottom. I had some on my finger. It's so good. Guys, there's a reason why you get out of Tokyo. There's a reason why you leave the city. This is the reason why you leave Kyoto, Osaka. You get away from all the other tourists and you come out to places like Oita or, anywhere in the countryside, just away from the city, and you find gems like this. This is the sea. We got a massive window. Check it out. You're eating. They give you some mats here that you can sit on the floor, or I think they have tables on the other side. But you get a beautiful view like this. They're playing classical music, which just melts away all of your troubles. I didn't have any really, but whatever I did, it just melted away. And then they serve you food like this, which is a complete disaster right now because I've been picking at it. But for $20, this is Oita City. For $20, it's good. They got Jetstar flights here for $50 from Tokyo. Everybody who's coming with the Shinkansen jail, and this is something I want to also point out to you. You can come here. Kyushu is really far away from Tokyo, okay? It's like 7 hours on the Shinkansen or 6 hours or something. The best way is just to go to Narita or Haneda and then take a quick flight to Kyushu. Jetstar does a trip to Oita for 5,999 yen, which is like $50 one way. That's ridiculous, all right? Sola Seed is the airline that I came on. That's basically ANA, we call it in Japanese. ANA is the premium airline. JAL and ANA are the big major carriers. Sola Seed is financed by ANA, so you can use the I think it's Star Alliance membership cards to get your miles and stuff. So I thought it was pretty cool, and all of them are budget carriers. Yeah, if you book in advance, you always get a much cheaper rate. So if you know you're coming to Japan in 2 months from now, it's probably a good idea to look at the other carriers like Jetstar, Sola Seed, Skymark, and you can book ridiculously cheap flights. I booked once a flight from Tokyo to Kagoshima for $35. All right, to ride the Shinkansen from Tokyo to Kagoshima, it would cost about like $220 or more, $240 I think, one way. I got a flight there for like $30, $35 with the taxes, and it takes about 75 or 80 minutes to get there. By Shinkansen, it takes like 10 hours. So just flights make a lot of sense to do the long hauls. And now that there's more competition with budget carriers, the prices are going way down. And if you're a tourist coming here, airlines like ANA and JAL have like these special fees, special prices for tourists. You just show your passport. I think, and I couldn't do this because I live here, but you can get a flight for, hold on a second, how much was it? It was like 7,000 yen, and I had to pay full price, which was double that. It was 14,000 yen. You could pay 7,000 yen and take the same flight just because you're a tourist visiting Japan. I don't think it's fair, but I don't make the rules. I just complain about them. But I got Saba. I got Saba with the shiso leaf. I love the shiso leaf. I will actually roll. I don't really waste this stuff like this. I will roll it in here and I will dip it in soy sauce and then eat it. Shiso leaves on their own are not that flavorful, but when you wrap it in with something else, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh man, what a meal. Ōita-shi, I'm gonna be here for the next 36 hours, so we're gonna do a couple more live streams while we're here. If you have a question about Oita, or because I'm working with people here in Oita, if you have a question about Oita, leave it in the comments below, and I'm happy to answer. Or if you have a request, that you want me to show you, I might be able to do it. So write down in the comments below what you think. Tell me about your experiences in Japan. Tell me anything. Where you're from. I like that kind of stuff. Definitely click the like button. I can always use a little bit more like. If we get 500 likes, I'm gonna do the next stream. How about that? Okay. So click the like button, and yeah, I will see you again from Oita. And I'm gonna give you the last view, not of me chowing down on a big piece of fried fish, but a nice image of the sea and the cool, crisp sound. You know what? I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna give you a view of the factories, because the Rugby World Cup is gonna be coming here, guys. I'm over here. The Rugby World Cup is gonna be doing their events here in 2019. That's right. The Rugby World Cup is before the Olympics in 2020. This is one of the venues, and it's known as like a steel town. And you can see with all the factories in the distance. So, tribute to the Rugby World Cup, and see you next time in the next live stream in like, I don't know, a couple hours maybe. Have an Aji day. Have an Oita day.